Hello there, tennis world. I have written a lot of comments on YouTube about tennis, and I've done this for a couple of years now. I don't know how many years to be precise, but for sure 2-3 years. And some of the people who reads my comments have said you should do a video about tennis and things like that. I have always think about it to do a video, but I don't have so much time. But I thought with myself I should do at least a short one. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but not too long, I hope. First of all, I'm gonna say who I am, which name I use when I write about tennis. It's me, Interi. Probably a lot of you guys have read on my comments I write on YouTube in different articles on different YouTubers, tennis YouTubers, and I feel in a way forced to do this video because many YouTubers out there, they are good. Many tennis YouTubers, should I say, they are good. They know a lot about tennis, but some YouTubers, they are unfortunately saying too much crazy things, which I don't agree. I'm not gonna say any names, but some of them thinks Federer gonna win 24, 25 Grand Slam titles, which I hope he does, because I'm a big Federer fan, but I don't think he will. I really don't think he will win 24, 25 slams. Some other tennis YouTubers believes Nadal will gonna get knocked out in the third round against Alex de Minaur in Australian Open. That is pretty crazy too. Of course that can happen, it's sport. But I would get extremely surprised if that happens really. All respect to Alex de Minaur, he's a good decent player, but come on. Nadal is Nadal, I mean. You cannot compare Alex de Minaur with Rafael Nadal. It's like comparing a hyena with a lion. I don't need to say more. So no, Nadal is definitely not gonna get knocked out from Alex de Minaur. I am pretty confident in that prediction. Anyway, enough about that. This video is about previewing Australian Open. I want to say a couple of things about this year's first Grand Slam event in 2019. Who are the favorites? Who are the dark horses? Who will be the disappointments? And things like that. And who I, in the end, believe will hold that trophy. The favorites, to begin with, it's not a big surprise. It's pretty given choice. It's Novak Djokovic, the world #1. He is the favorite. He should be the favorite, and he is the favorite. He has won the 2 latest Grand Slam title, Wimbledon and US Open. And he goes to this year's first Grand Slam tournament of being the favorite. But in my opinion, he's not the overwhelming favorite. He's not the impossible Novak Djokovic like we are used to, especially from the years 2015, 2014. And especially the year 2011, which in my opinion is the greatest tennis season of all time, achieved by a tennis player, and that tennis player is of course Novak Djokovic. So, but he's still good. He's still very, very hard to defeat, especially in 5 sets. So Novak Djokovic is the slight favorite in Australian Open, in my opinion, but not the overwhelming favorite, but the slight one, yes. And after him, it is here that I feel many tennis YouTubers are not. I'm not agreeing with them, because they don't have Rafael Nadal as the second favorite. Many of the tennis YouTubers have Rafael Nadal pretty low because he has not played tennis for 4 or 5 months, because he has been injured and things like that, and they think that Nadal will be not a threat in Australian Open, which I definitely don't agree. Nadal is Nadal, man. He's a beast, especially in 5 sets. When Nadal plays Grand Slam tournaments, he is gonna be a threat. That's for sure. Nadal is known for many things, but one specific thing, in my opinion, that I admire him so much. I'm not a fan of him. I want to make sure to all of you, I am not a fan of Nadal. I don't cheer on him. I'm a Federer fan, which I have said many times in my comments, but I don't close my eyes for Nadal's greatness, for his fighting spirit. In my opinion, Nadal is the greatest competitor I have ever seen in a tennis court. Djokovic is also a huge competitor tennis player, but Nadal is slight, not much, but slight ahead of him. So Nadal will, of course, make a deep impact in Grand Slam and in this Australian Open. We all can be very sure that he will never give a match for free. He can be beaten, of course, and I don't think he will win the Australian Open. He's not my number 1 favorite, he's not my number 2. But if he loses, he will not give the match free. The opponent have to really beat him, because he doesn't give matches for free. Like example, Federer can do, Djokovic can do. They can give matches away sometimes, especially Federer with a lot of unforced errors. That is not Nadal's case. He doesn't do like that. When he loses, he has lost because the opponent has done a dream match. Simple as that. So that's why I feel pretty confident to have Nadal as the second favorite. The third favorite is Roger Federer, which is unbelievable. Despite that he's 37 years old, he really is pretty high on my favorite list. He's number 3rd favorite. He has a chance to win this Australian Open, absolutely. In my opinion, this is his best chance to win this Grand Slam. If we look at the all 4. French Open, I'm not gonna even discuss, because we all know that Federer will never win French Open again, and even US Open, in my opinion, he will never win again. So Federer's best chance of winning another Grand Slam is, of course, Australian Open and Wimbledon, but especially Australian Open. Australian Open, it feels to me that it is the fastest Grand Slam event, even faster than Wimbledon. And this is not just only my opinion, but many tennis people is saying exactly this, and not only me. So Federer will have a chance in this Australian Open. I was not that optimistic 4 or 5 months ago when Federer was pretty off. His forehand totally disappeared. I don't know what happened with his forehand. It went on vacation. His serve also disappeared. He did 8 to 10 double faults, which is really not what Federer used to do. Federer does not does not really do 8 to 10 double faults, but last year his forehand and his serve really disappeared, especially after Wimbledon. But after seeing him in Hopman Cup, I'm feeling more optimistic, to be honest with you guys. As a Federer fan, I'm feeling more optimistic. He has found his forehand, he has found his serve. His returns are solid too. They are not super great. They have never been that. Only in 2017, that was a magical year in my opinion, where he found his backhand, his returns. He did a fabulous year in 2017. But in general, Federer's backhand and the returns have never been a huge strength. That is no news. Everybody who watched tennis knows this. But after seeing him in Hopman Cup, his backhand, his returns, they were solid. They were not amazing, but they were solid. Better than 2018, to say the least. So Federer will have a chance in this year's Australian Open. The fourth favorite is Alexander Zverev. I don't think he will win Australian Open, to be quite honest, or any other Grand Slam title this year. But in the future, he will definitely win Grand Slam titles, and not only one, but multiple Grand Slam titles, but not this year. But I think he will be a threat as well. He is my number 4th favorite. My number 5th favorite is Kevin Anderson. Kevin Anderson has shown in recent years that he is a player to count with. He is showing great results. He has made 2 Grand Slam finals, US Open in 2017 and Wimbledon final in 2018. So, and he's a top 5 player in the world. So it feels pretty given to give Kevin Anderson my 5th favorite spot in this year's Australian Open. Any dark horses? Yeah, why not? Stan Wawrinka is a dark horse. We know that he is extremely inconsistent. He can play out of this world tennis when he's on fire, but he can play also challenger tennis when he's not on fire. But if he can win one or two matches, then he can be really dangerous. Then he can get in a roll, and then he can be very, 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 very difficult to stop. So Stan Wawrinka's first 2 matches will be a big key. If he can win them, then he really can go deep. He can definitely go to the second week. One guy like Thomas Berdych, we all know that he has what he can produce, and he has been a former top 10 player in many, many years. And he has recently come back from injury, and he played a final in Doha, which he lost a very close one to the Spaniard Agut. So I think he can be also a dark horse. As well, Agut is going to be dangerous, I think. He's a light version of Novak Djokovic, in my opinion. A light version of him, to describe his tennis style. One player like Nishikori will be also dangerous. He has a very high rank, so it's... I don't know if we can call Nishikori for any dark horse, but I think he will be very dangerous, Nishikori. And another one that I think will be dangerous as dark horse, I feel, I don't know, maybe Raonic. With that great serve he has, he can definitely win 2 or 3 matches. But I'm doubtful if he can go to the second week. Maybe not. I don't know about him, but he has a huge serve and a great forehand. But his returns and his backhands, they have always been his 2 biggest weaknesses. So, but with that huge serve, he can do some damage. Some players that I don't think they will go that far, like which are very talented players, and which many tennis people around the world have very high expectations, but not me, is players like Dimitrov. Dimitrov is a great player, great talent, with very soft hands. But he has not proven to me, not very much in 5 sets, that he can be a big threat. Yes, he has 2 Grand Slam semifinals, in 2014 in Wimbledon and in 2017 Australian Open. But besides that, what has the guy done in Grand Slams? I mean, because I know in 3 sets tournaments he has done some damage. He has won ATP Tour Finals 2017, he has won Cincinnati, but in Grand Slam tournaments, no. I am not confident, I am not comfortable to hype him. So I don't think Dimitrov will go to the second week. I don't think one guy like Alexander de Minaur will do that either, like many YouTubers out there believe. They think that Alex de Minaur, especially one YouTuber, I don't want to say his name, he thinks that he's gonna beat Rafael Nadal in the 3rd round. Yeah, it can happen. It is sport. But tennis I know, that tennis I have seen in over 20 years, would be extremely surprised if Alexander de Minaur beats Rafael Nadal. So no, I don't think Alexander de Minaur will get to the second week. Players like Shapovalov, players like Kyrgios, players like Tsonga. I don't know if I have forgotten someone. I don't think they will go to the second week. They are all good players, of course, and they can win 1 match or 2, but to go to the second week, no, I really don't think so. They are not consistent enough to do that. Look, everybody can. These are professional tennis players. Everybody can make a dream match one day, of course, and they can do these players I'm mentioning, the Alexander Minaur, Tsonga, Dimitrov, Kyrgios, you name it. They of course can knock out good players, but they are not consistent. They are not consistent to win 3, 4, 5 big matches and go deep in slams, and I don't think they will do that. So folks, that's my preview in this year's Australian Open. I think Novak is the man to beat, but I don't think that he's impossible to beat. I am not feeling 100% comfortable with Novak like I felt in Wimbledon and US Open, because in those 2 events he felt more sharp, especially in US Open. He felt more solid. In this Australian Open, I have having him as the #1 favorite, a slight favorite, ahead of everybody else. But I would not be deadly surprised if he gets knocked out before the finals. If not before the finals, in the final. But he is the man to beat. I have to give him that. He is the world #1. He has won the 2 latest Grand Slam titles, so he's the man to beat, but he is not the overwhelming favorite, that's for sure. So that's my take on this Australian Open. I really didn't want to make a video about this, but I felt that I was forced to do it after seeing a lot of YouTubers out there having Roger Federer as the #1 favorite. One YouTuber has him, Roger Federer, who is 37 years old. I don't think that you can have a 37 years old as the #1 favorite. Even Roger Federer himself said that last year when he won Australian Open. He said to have a 36 years old as the favorite, that should not be the case. He himself admitted that. He ended up winning that title last year. So Roger Federer can win Australian Open, of course, but Roger Federer will never enter a Grand Slam title as the #1 favorite again. Actually, the last time I had Roger Federer as the #1 favorite in a Grand Slam event was Australian Open last year, which he won. After that, I have never had him as the #1 favorite, and I will never have. That simple as that. Because let's face it, he's a genius. He's the most talented tennis player of all time, in my opinion. But he's 37. He's 37 years old. It should not be possible to be 37 years old and be the #1 favorite in a Grand Slam event. It should not be possible. But he's my #3 favorite. Anyway, let's see what happens. This was my favorites, my 5 top favorites, my dark horses, and the players I don't believe will not get to the second week. We will see what happens. Take care, guys, and see you next time.